A crypto hack worth $1.4 billion. Disaster, right? Not so fast. The Bybit breach could spark a short-term boom. Lazarus Group snatched the Ethereum, but they're not dumping it. That's locked up supply. Prices could climb. Tie this to Femex's recent hack, and it's clear. Hackers are sitting tight while exchanges fight back. Bybit's already securing loans, ready to buy Ethereum big time. This chaos? It might just pump the market. Stick around, I got the data to prove it. Crypto Yield Pro Fam. Today, we're tackling something massive, the Bybit hack. If you've been anywhere near crypto Twitter, you've heard the buzz. Bybit got hit hard. Hackers, likely the Lazarus Group, made off with $1.4 billion in Ethereum. That's a number that could make any trader's stomach drop. Normally you'd think, sell-off incoming, Ethereum's toast. But hold up, I've got a wild take. This could actually be bullish for the market, at least short-term. Why? Because Lazarus isn't cashing out yet, and Bybit's response might just light a fire under Ethereum's price. We're diving deep into this today, so grab your coffee, settle in, and let's unpack how this mess could turn into a gold mine. Let's kick this off with the bad guys, the Lazarus Group. These North Korean hackers aren't newbies. They've got a rap sheet longer than a bear market, from the $600 million Ronin Bridge heist to the Femex hack just weeks ago. But here's the bright side. They don't dump their loot right away. With $1.4 billion in Ethereum now in their clutches, you'd expect a flood of sell orders, right? Wrong. History shows they're hodlers, not panic sellers. Why does this matter? Simple supply and demand. When a whale, or in this case a hacker whale, sits on a pile of Ethereum, it's like stuffing it in a vault. That's less Ethereum floating around on exchanges, which tightens supply. If demand holds steady or grows, prices can edge up. It's almost like Lazarus is doing us a favor, accidentally locking up supply at a time when Ethereum's been flexing some muscle post-election season. Now let's tie this to recent news. The Femex hack in November 2024, also linked to Lazarus, saw them hold onto assets for weeks already. Same playbook. On-chain data backs this up too. Chainalysis tracked Lazarus after past hacks. They wait, sometimes a year, before laundering through mixers. So for now, that $1.4 billion is a ghost in the market, not a wrecking ball. Short term, that's a green light for Ethereum bulls. All right, let's flip the script to Bybit. They didn't just roll over after losing $1.4 billion. Their CEO, Ben Zhou, hopped on a live stream, calm as ever, and dropped a bombshell. They've secured a bridge loan for 80% of the losses. That's over $1 billion in firepower to keep the ship afloat. Withdrawals? Still open. Customer funds? Safe. This isn't some shady exchange ghosting us. They're fighting back. But here's where it gets juicy for Ethereum. To rebuild their reserves, Bybit might need to scoop up Ethereum on the open market. Imagine a top-tier exchange turning into a mega buyer overnight. That's a demand shock waiting to happen. If they start stacking Ethereum to cover what's gone, we could see a serious price push. Look at this. After Binance's $40 million hack in 2019, they bought back assets and Ethereum barely flinched, then rallied. Now multiply that by 35. Bybit's buybacks could be a whale-sized catalyst. And it's not just Bybit. The crypto crew's assembling. Binance, Bitget, even Justin Sun's tossing liquidity their way. Justin Sun said, "We've got Bybit's back." That's cash flow into the ecosystem. More liquidity, less panic. Tie this to recent market heat and Bitcoin flirting with $100,000 post-Trump election vibes. If Bybit starts buying Ethereum now, they're riding that wave, injecting fresh fuel into the market. Oh, and no mass sell-off from their end either. They're tapping reserves and loans, not dumping Bitcoin or stables to cover this. That's a double win, demand up, supply pressure down. Now let's zoom out. Crypto's no stranger to hacks. Mt. Gox, Bitfinex, KuCoin. Every time, the market gets punched, staggers, then roars back. Why? Because this community's built different. After Bybit got hit, the response was insane. Exchanges sent liquidity, On-chain detectives like ZachXBT started tracking the Ethereum, and Bybit's dangling a recovery bounty. It's like a blockchain SWAT team in action. Centralized exchanges and stablecoin issuers can blacklist those wallets faster than you can say KYC. That Ethereum's trapped, neutering the bearish impact. And the market's feeling it. Ethereum took a dip, post-hack, normal FUD, but it's already clawing back. Check this, dip, then rebound. Traders are shrugging it off, some even buying the dip. Why? Confidence. Bybit processed 350,000 withdrawals post-hack without breaking a sweat. That's a trust signal louder than any X thread. Recent vibes back this up too. With Bitcoin pushing all-time highs and alt-season whispers, this hack's not derailing the train, it's adding fuel. The community's resilience turns a gut punch into a flex. So here's the deal, fam. The Bybit hack's a wild card, but it's stacking up to be a short-term win. Lazarus locking up $1.4 billion in Ethereum? That's supply off the table. Bybit gearing up to buy back? That's demand on steroids. The community holding strong? That's the cherry on top. Ethereum might just moon off this chaos. I'm calling it now. What do you think? Is this hack secretly bullish, or am I out of my mind? Drop your take in the comments. I read every single one. If you vibed with this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe to Crypto Yield Pro. We're here daily, breaking down the madness, so you don't have to. Oh, and don't miss my last video. It's linked right here. One last thing, if you're itching to master DeFi and stack passive income, my ebook's your ticket. Financial Freedom. The Ultimate Beginner's Guide breaks it all down, newbie or not. Snag it in the first pinned comment. It's the best way to support the channel and keep these deep dives coming. You're the reason I do this. Catch you in the next one. Stay sharp out there.